Hello, everybody from around the world. This is Samson Lee coming to you from Los Angeles, California. Welcome to today's Three Real Talk with Real People. And today, a very, very special guest, Adrianne Carbonell, all the way from Michigan today. But usually she's in Austin, so she's traveling on the road, and we thank her for taking the time to get on our little webinar today. So, hello, Adrianne. How are you doing?
I'm doing so well. Thanks for having me on, Samson. I'm excited to be here from wherever I'm at in the country right now. So I am in Michigan, but normally from Texas. Yes.
Yes, and actually, this past week I've been seeing you all over the place, and you've been yeah, from San Francisco to Dallas, and now you're in Michigan, and you're just traveling. So thank you for taking the time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Wouldn't miss it. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. So it's good.
Well, today, I'm very excited to talk to you because we haven't had a chance to talk about what's happening in the world and both of us world travelers, right? So let's talk about that. And first, so before we get started, look, I know you are a very successful seven-figure earner in our industry. You were a fitness trainer, health enthusiast, just how should I say, just crazy about nutrition and helping other people. And also, I don't know, all these years you've worked so hard and brought two girls to college. I'm so amazed and so proud of you. Tell us a
Oh,
little bit about yourself in your own words.
oh, that is so sweet. Well, yes, I am. I think I am most proud of what my of my girls, my daughters. And I think that's really, how I found myself in this industry and in this profession anyways. I mean, I am a mom of twins, but I'm also a leader in this industry. And I think my passion just comes, I've always wanted to create more time freedom for myself and for others. And I knew that if I could help people get a little bit healthier, then they might be a little bit happier. And if I could help them make money, they might even be a little bit more happy. And so it really wasn't really ever much about me and really not for myself, but more of being an example to my daughters and, really, showing them that you can go through challenges in life and in business and still build something that's lasting and, where you could really lead with heart and help people really create real impact. So, yeah.
So good. And you know what? Adrian, that's so real. And it just speaks to who you are and what you do. And I can feel it. I can really feel it. It's beautiful. So let me ask you, as you travel the world, meeting people, and I would say that, like, for me, the last 5 years, things have changed dramatically post-COVID. And if we all think about how life was before COVID and after, it seems that time is running shorter and shorter. Things are changing so fast. I don't know how people are adapting. Maybe you can share with us a little bit about what you've seen out there.
Well, I'll say this, and I know you've seen a lot too because you're also an incredible leader in this industry, and I'm really just so grateful for you and Kim and everything that you guys do for us. And really, I was so attracted to partner with you guys because you had such international experience, and so I've had more international experience working with you guys. I did in a while ago, I was in Singapore quite a bit. I did a lot of business in Singapore, but I also had the opportunity to go to Hong Kong recently, and it just seems like they're so ahead. I mean, with technology and everything that's happening, they're very, very much ahead. And but it doesn't make it any easier, I think, as far as keeping up with the pace. And so I see that that's like what I'm seeing is a lot of people right now, especially young kids who are kind of struggling to see where they're going to fit in this fast-paced, I would say, economy as well as just world. And so, yeah, it is very different, especially after the pandemic. I feel like we have a lot more technology than we've ever had, but it hasn't made us necessarily more um, close, I don't think, in some ways. And I feel like that's something we're really missing. I feel like people really are craving community and they're craving, um, being a part of something that or maybe just a greater purpose too, because I think there is a lot of instability right now, or so perceived instability. We might have a lot of tech and a lot of technology and a lot of science and everything that's happening, but there is still some perceived instability, especially with the introduction of AI. So yeah, it's different.
Oh, yeah, so on point because actually recently I was watching a podcast and they talk about a study from USC, right, in right here in my backyard in LA. They talk about how social media, the internet, the screen time has really influenced the personalities throughout the numerous generations. I mean, I remember we talk about many years ago, we talk about the baby boomers or Gen X or millennials or Gen Z, but the phone, the screens have really changed personalities and manipulated, almost steer people to be more introverted and more isolated. And what you say about people wanting to connect more, I think there's such a need out there. But at the same time, it seems that they're having a hard time just reaching out and doing that because maybe what you said, is so uncertain with AI coming on. I think there was a study by Goldman Sachs within the last year or two, and especially updated this year, more than 300 million people's jobs could be replaced by AI, and how AI will create new jobs. It's there will be for sure, but it's still uncertain. So there's going to be that huge gap. I think maybe the next 3 to 5 years, how our life's going to be. So let me ask you, like as you go out there to connect with people, are they stressed? Are they worried, or how do they seem?
Yes, without a doubt, they're stressed, they're worried. I was just in New Jersey last night. I'm in Michigan today. I was in New Jersey with a room full of professionals, attorneys, doctors, pharmaceutical sales reps, business owners. They're all very concerned. They're all looking and saying, are we even prepared for this? Do we know what's coming? And honestly, it's so interesting because it kind of reminds me of like when the light bulb came out, were the candle makers ready for the light bulb to come out? Probably not, right? And yeah, everything changed. And so I don't want to get too doomsday or anything like that, but I just think that I think more people are aware, lots of professionals, a lot of people are aware that things are about to change in a really drastic way. And drastic probably is the right word because I don't think we're fully prepared for what's coming mentally, maybe not even emotionally, right? And certainly not financially. And so I think it is important to be seeking and searching for additional ways to earn income during this time, and especially during these next 5 years. I do think it's important. But I will say this, I will say that a lot of them were very open-minded. It's interesting too, when we talk about connectivity, tonight I'm in Michigan tonight, and I was sitting down with a 21-year-old who owns her own dance studio. She's 21, owns her own dance studio. She's owned it for 3 years. She has over, I think, 200 students. I mean, she's running an incredible business. It's a brick and mortar business, right? But she was also asking me, how did I connect with people on social media for my business? And I was like, shouldn't she know more about this than I do? I said, certainly she knows TikTok. She spends time on TikTok. She spends time on Instagram. She spends all those. And I told her, I said, I don't really know what I'm maybe doing. You could certainly do it better than I did. I just know I'm reaching out to connect with people right now because I know that every state that I go in, somebody is looking for a level of connectivity to make themselves feel safer during this time. And they're seeking ways to earn additional income. And as you know, we have both, right? And so that's something I get out there and do very imperfectly. I might add, my twin daughters tell me all the time, "Oh my gosh, that's so cringe, mom. You're so millennial." When they look at my stories. But at the same time, I have people who are watching because what I'm sharing is what we're all thinking is this. It's about this uncertainty. It's about uncertainty. It's about finding a path when it doesn't appear to be one yet, right? We're sort of all forging our own path right now. Anyways, but the 21-year-old said to me, "Well, I'm scared to send a voice message." And I was like, "What?" She's like, "Oh, we don't do that. We text like on Snap or on, TikTok or whatever." I'm like, "Oh." And I'm like, "What would happen if you actually voiced like how you were feeling to somebody? Hi, how are you? How are you doing?" It was like a whole new concept, right? And so I was like, well, that's what I'm doing, and I'm making friends all over the globe, right? So it was just kind of interesting, just very different mindsets for, yes, like you said, because everything's so fast paced. We did used to talk a lot about that millennial versus Gen Xer versus, all that, but it really seems like we're all kind of lumped into this big group of trying to figure it out on our together right now. And hopefully not on our own, because I think that would be the most scary thing to do, is to think that you're on your own right now, because you're not. We're all going through this together, just like we went through the pandemic together. And I think it's important to stick together and create better community around how we can have forward moving progress. So I'll say that. That was long winded, but I'll say that. What do you think, Samson?
Was so good. But Adrian, that was really on point. And like you said like yesterday you were in New Jersey. So let me ask you, like because what we're doing here, we're trying to empower people. We're trying to, hey, awaken people, right, to the necessity of what's happening. And so, we're in the industry because no matter what, people need health and wellness, especially after pandemic, right? That's such a big thing. I think, when I went on AI today to search for this information, the industry is going to explode within, to almost like $1 billion.
Oh, I thought it was
No,
nine
like a
trillion.
trillion dollar, $1
Yeah,
trillion. I
yeah,
think by the end of this decade. So, the reality is there. How people going to get into it? Well, let me ask you then, knowing what we know, maybe you can share with the people out there the opportunity that you share with the people in New Jersey, the thing the path, the way out where it can be positive, it can be empowering, and it can benefit and serve so many people. Maybe you can share with us, this company 3 International,
yeah.
what's so special about it?
Yeah, well, I'll say this. When I discovered three, it really all came together for me. I felt like I did find a path and a way to move forward and have forward moving progress in these times. And there's two things that people researched the most after the pandemic. And the first one was how to be healthy from home, because they couldn't go in, a lot of them. And the other one was how to earn additional income from home. And that hasn't changed, Samson. So those are still two of the most researched topics online: how to be healthier from home, how to earn more money from home. And three offers both of those things. But I will say this, as somebody who's been a personal trainer for 2 decades now, what I really got in education was more human experience than anything, and human habits. And one thing I loved most about the products is that they really spoke to my passion for wellness. Yes, but of course the leadership aligned with my vision, but it's more the system, the way that you use the products, as well as the system for earning income. It really gave me confidence that I could help others win too. And so that's why I said yes. I feel like I've made some impact in this industry, but I feel like with this company and with three that I could make more. And there's a lot of reasons for that. And it's not just the products. I will say that the products are great, but I would say that the business opportunity is probably the most important product right now, because if you can harness that, the potential of what we offer there, being able to use it as more of like a freedom vehicle. It's really a plan, I would say, that's built so that both new people and leaders can win. And that's rare. I think it's mostly because of the timing of when we started and the fact that we're a new company. And also the fact that you can start part-time and earn extra income, or you can scale it into a full-time career. And that is what a lot of the professionals in New Jersey were really excited about. They were excited about when I went kind of through the products and showed them a little bit about, that they're simple, that they're powerful, that they're consumable. And as a personal trainer for 2 decades, if it's not simple, consumable, and producing a result, most people won't do it over time. But they love our product line because, yes, it's science backed. The products are listed in the PDR, but they actually want and need these products. They're purchasing things online. They're purchasing things off Amazon. They're purchasing things off FullScript that are subpar, in my opinion. If you really do your research, you want products that really make a difference. You don't want to waste your time or money on things that aren't absorbing. And the reality is that 83% of the products that are out there are what we call white labeled, which means nobody's really watching if the exact nutrient has that exact quantity within that product. So you oftentimes can, really have, I guess, for lack of a better word, just expensive urine. You're kind of not getting the max benefit. Whereas with us, we really are making a real difference in people's lives. And then, of course, the leadership for me too. I would say we really have visionary corporate leaders that they have proven track records, like yourself, like Kim Wee, and our CEO and our formulator. I mean, they just have proven track records, and they've had global success, and so that makes this a unique movement, but it's also the culture of the mentorship where I feel like nobody really builds alone here. And I think a lot of people, like I said, feel alone and they're not. But what I've personally experienced here is that we have the kind of leadership that really can believe in you. They can guide you. I know you always say leaders know the way, go the way, show the way. And I believe that we are doing that well. We're doing it here and we're really helping people rise into their own potential with a freedom vehicle. That's really what this is. It's like a freedom vehicle. It's a plan that's built so that people can win. And that's really what I'm about. It's like I said, it's fair, it's generous, it's designed for long-term success. And I see people quickly creating wins that are making real differences in their families' households right now. And so for me, that's all I care about. If I never made another million, I know this sounds wild, but somebody in my team was, that to me is so valuable and so worth it to see that first person make their first million or that first person come out and just even make an extra $500 right now in today's day and age is huge. So that's why I keep pushing forward and I'm so excited. And yeah, sometimes I get a little tired thanks to Kinetic. I'm okay, but which is one of my favorite products right now. But you're right. I know you travel a lot too. I did California to New Jersey. Now I'm in Michigan and I'll be 12 days gone. But to me, it's worth it because there's a lot of people who need to hear this message online and in person.
Yeah. So it's like get off social media, right? Let's go make an impact in our neighbor or our friends' lives, right? So that's for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, like, I can really hear your heart, Adrian. It's so beautiful. Let me ask you, look, you look amazing, and you mentioned about the cutting edge product. What are two of your favorite product? Can you name and
Oh,
why you like them?
okay, without a doubt, Kinetic is one of my favorite products because as a personal trainer, I would see people over the years using really unhealthy energy drinks and stuff that had junk in it, like taurine and aspartame and sucralose, and really not good ingredients for you. I mean, I have been doing this long enough to see how many people are affected, their hearts, their health, their adrenal glands with really poor energy products that are just being, put out there on the market with very little testing, and telling people that they're healthy. So I am really grateful for the Kinetic product because it doesn't give me the jitters. There's no crash with it. There's none of that junk in there that I just mentioned. It tastes delicious. It tastes like cherries. So I love it. I put a big, Stanley cup with 30 ounces of water and my Kinetic in there and it goes everywhere with me. And I dump it out when I go through TSA and then I refill it when I get back through if I forget. But there's not a day that I'm not doing 1 to 2 Kinetic a day right now, which I had to ask our scientific advisory board member, Dr. Jessica, if that was safe. And she said it was. So I'm like, is it okay? Because I just feel really focused. I've got really good clarity of mind. And everybody that I sample it out to tells me the same thing. So we had samples of Kinetic in New Jersey last night. And, yeah, the chiropractor came right over. He's like, what's in this? Like, I feel so happy. I feel good. And it's energy, hydration, and it's really a mood enhancer because it has those B vitamins in it. So that one's definitely worth looking into. I think it's like what, $2.63 a stick or something like that. Like you're gonna spend more money buying some of these junky drinks out there than you would with our product, and you're gonna feel so much better. Plus, it's easy to pack. We're talking about growing, and developing the country and the world. I say the country, but North America market, Asia Pac market. So it has to be able to be going with you quickly. So that's one of my favorites. The next one, to be honest with you, I love. I can't. It's like trying to pick a favorite child, is what you just asked me. I love them all, but I love my glowing skin. So I
Yeah.
will, and I mean that.
Yeah.
So I really have to attribute that to well, it's three products really, because I'm obsessed with the Eternal. It's a glutathione, the resveratrol product, little purple pouch, delicious. It's like 40 acai berry bowls and one on the antioxidant level. I'm also obsessed with the collagen. I've never found a collagen product that's that absorbable. It's so good, like it's so good, and it tastes like pomegranate. It's delicious. And then, but it's the Visage, the serum, the anti-aging serum. My kids tell me I'm happier when I put it on my face because it is a neurocosmetic. So friends, if you're listening in, like, what is she talking about? Ask somebody to send you a video on it because there's a lot of science behind it that we don't have time to go through with you. But it basically, like, you put it on your skin and it makes you happier, right? And so it increases neurite length. Anyways, it's a whole story. But I love it. I mean, that product I gave to my girlfriend. She runs a 20 booth salon. She's tired. She's a single mom. She has 3 kids under the age of 13 now, and she's running a massive business. So I told her, I said, you've got to try this product. And I know you have lots of estheticians and, people who rent booths from you. If you like it, would you tell some people about it? I'll send you a bottle. I literally just sent it to her. We've been friends since seventh grade. Sometimes I just give products away now, Samson, because I just want people to put it in there. They're buying them, trust me, but I just like, here's, try it, right? And she did, and she called me back in 10 days and she's like, what is this? And I'm like, it's an anti-aging serum. She's like, no, it's not. She's like, no, I'm sleeping through the night like really well right now. And I'm waking up like not short fused anymore. So she's not yelling at her kids, is what she was telling me. So it's a really good product because so many people are stressed out. They're
Mm.
stressed. They're stressed physically, financially, emotionally, mentally. It's a lot to keep up with. And we have products that help with that. So, really, really grateful for the products. And of course, my favorite product is the business because I feel like when people really get involved and they start sharing and they start earning a little bit more money, they just get that much happier. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And when look, I know that, I can tell how happy you are from using the product. And I,
Yeah.
I know all my friends are too, all my family and friends are the same. And so, but in terms of income, in terms of a business is also very lucrative because obviously we can do retail, we can have wholesale customers, they pay membership, they buy wholesale price. Also, they can make money also as a brand ambassador doing that, and with sharing, and also they have a choice building their own business, building a team of people to go market it also. So there's many ways to get paid, even a global bonus pool, which is amazing, which I love because
Oh,
everybody get a chance to override sales from around the world for the whole company. So it's so lucrative. Now let me ask you, like have you been receiving your global bonus pool?
yes, I have been. I mean, I'll tell you right now. I mean, I know the numbers may be a little bit too much about this comp plan, but the way that I see it is you come on board for $30, but you have the upside potential for what could be a $1.4 million three franchise is the way I see it. And if you go out and you help people open up a bunch of those, I mean, I think it's 1.5 million to start a Dunkin' Donuts. I have no interest in doing that. I have no interest in babysitting teenagers. I have no interest in making coffee or anything. I wouldn't sink $1.5 million into a franchise like that right now. No offense. But I do want people to be happy and healthy. And there's not a lot of people that can go out there and find that capital that be willing to do that because they also see the workload. And because of the way the economy is changing with the introduction of AI, people are looking for ways to earn income more simply. So of
Yeah.
course I wouldn't do that right now, right? And so there's this, I guess it's sort of a battle right now between like what's new to be able to earn income and what's been done before. And reason I love three is it's a hybrid of that. It's a hybrid of being able to come in, with very little overhead. You're basically eating and consuming your overhead. You could write it off, and then you could go in there and just really just crush it. If you really do it right, if you really love on people, if you really share with enough people, I always tell my team, the key to your success and the key to a larger paycheck is how many times have you shared the three story today? How many people have you shared this with to help make an impact so that they see that there's a path to move forward for income. And so that I get excited about a lot. I do get my global bonus pool because I'm helping a lot of people get paid. So I always say you want to put your oxygen mask on first, get paid, help your people get paid. And you can do that simply here. It's very simple for people to come on board. Is it easy? No. I think that, a lot of people need to go out there and really put an effort into it. We're not a get rich quick scheme, right? That would mean that there's little effort. There's a lot of effort that's put in, but if you follow the system, it's not any more work than what you'd be doing in a 9 to 5. And here's what I see. I see a lot of people working really hard for somebody else. I see a lot of people working more hours than they did even before the pandemic. That there's no gold watch at the end of this, and there's nobody. They're not getting shares of the company that they've been at for 24 years. It's not happening. So there's a lot of effort being put into life, and with the interest rates and the cost of living right now, it's a lot. So I always get excited because I'm like, they're going to purchase products somewhere, purchase really good, high quality products from us, go out and share them with other people, right? And get paid. It's that simple. We help people upgrade their pantry of supplements to more perfect products that absorb better at a higher quality. You share it with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 friends at a minimum, and you're opening up a base for what could potentially be a massive income. So why not? Because we're nobody's boss here either. We don't tell people when and how to work. We give them the path and the system. It's their job. They can go faster. It's up to them, right? But that's just it. they have the freedom and the choice to do it. They also get to pick who they work with. And a lot of people work for people they don't really want to be working for. So I think it's all about choice right now. And I
Yeah.
think that that's exactly what three does, and timing. I will say that there's a timing to this right now with what everything that's going on.
Yeah, it's so good because yeah, I totally agree with you because people want to live the way they want to live, number one, and they're having a difficult time. I think the only path forward among all this chaos is entrepreneurship. And second thing is, the way we do the business is not like you say, it's not a get rich quick scheme, but we're meeting people where they are. So wherever people from the $30, whatever product you want to buy, however what they want to get started, whichever package that has a discount off the wholesale price that meets their needs, that they can get started. Just, it's very simple. And I think you make a great point because, a lot of people out there are searching more than ever for something to do something on the side. It should be something worthwhile. It's something they can be proud of with the credibility of Dr. Dan, the science and all that, and the results that people get, like your friend, that you just use the Visage serum, the skincare, and she gets great results. And that's really actually getting a lot of people on board who are excited. And it's something easy to do. Now so let's conclude the call and now maybe you can share a little bit up there. What kind of people are in your business? So you get
Mm.
a glimpse of like why do people come in and what kind of people are doing it?
I mean, we have the gambit, right? But I will say this. I feel like this company is attracting really professional, high quality people who are like, I want more. They know it. They know it's coming down the pipeline, that they should require more because they there's a lot going on right now. So they do need a little bit more, right? And I feel like we're kind of at that sweet spot where we're not too early, we're not too late in this industry. The wellness industry, like you said before, is really exploding, and so people everywhere, I think, are searching for better solutions to live a healthier, happier life. And I really believe that three is positioned to lead in this space, and the timing is right. And I think that's the reason we're attracting so many incredible people. But I mean, I could go to tell you a lot. It doesn't matter. I mean, I have some people who never even graduated, college, and they're doing really well. But I also have people who are really high quality professionals who see the science of what we're doing here in the company, and that's attractive as well. So, I always tell people, like, it doesn't matter to me where you came from. It matters more to me what you want.
Yeah.
What do you want? Where do you see yourself headed? How can I help you get that? Do you need more money? Do you want more time freedom? Are you looking to help people? Do you want to be philanthropic? Like, what is it that you want? Because there's a space for it here. There's a place for it here, and you belong here, right? I mean, they really do. And so I think that's something for me. Like, we have tons of systems and tools. We're not reinventing the wheel. They're not doing it alone. But what we're really wanting to do at the end of the day is we're helping people succeed. So yes, I'm looking for mainly, I would say, coachable people. I'm looking for people who like come in and they're like, I'm ready. Show me how to do this. Maybe they've never done it before. Maybe they've had, some experiences that weren't so great either. Okay, let me help you turn that around. Right. And so that's something that I get excited about. Anybody with a big dream, anybody who's looking for, an opportunity to help a lot of people be happier and healthier. That's really what I'm looking for at the end of the day. We do have a lot of business-minded people because I think as soon as they take a look at the way that we pay, they're like, oh, wow, there's no other place I would get something like this. And then we have a lot of people who are just really, excited about the product quality and using that too. So I'm open to anybody who wants more, to be honest, who's just like, I'm ready and give me something different. I'm looking for a new experience. I'm looking to be able to have more purpose and build a big business doing it. So business-minded people as well is usually what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, so
How
good,
about
so
you?
good, so good, so good. Because, like I said before, I believe entrepreneurship is a path to freedom where you can, at least take a piece of the future into your own hands. To do something about it. Doesn't matter part time or full time. As long as you want, some safety net even that possibly once you build the business and you're never doing it alone. We're with all of you out there, and maybe we can end this call, but just by saying that. Um, Look, I think you've heard everybody, on this call, you've heard, our hearts with all of you out there. and there is a big need. And we are here to help humanity really uh, go through this time of drastic change and the speed of it. And I think above anything that coming together as one humanity,
Mhm.
as a one group of humans, where we see that, no matter what, we can connect, we can create amazing life, and if we can be good at it, we are the leaders. We are the
Yeah.
leadership for the future. So not
Mhm.
only to ourselves, but for our children. And
Oh,
that's the reason why I'm in it. Okay.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know I feel the same way. It's changed my life being a part of this industry. That wasn't that long ago. And I was living an entirely different life before this. And so I'm just so grateful to be here. And I think that's another reason why I just keep giving back is because I know what it did for me. And I believe that it can change whoever is watching this. I believe it can change your life too. And really, the only thing missing from this movement is you. A lot of our greatest leaders, I don't even think we've met yet, Samson,
Yeah.
that are going to come in and try the products and plug into the system and hopefully we get to really build something extraordinary together. That's the goal. So
That's right. And together we can inspire more people to do something for themselves and their family and their
yeah,
community.
for their health and their future. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So if it's the first time for you on this call, get back with whoever put you on the call and then get your questions answered, find all the details. So God bless all of you, and thank you, Adrian, for your time. It's been amazing. And I look forward to seeing you on the road very soon. Next week, maybe.
We'll see you. Thank you, Samson.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, Adrian. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.